Morning everyone. Well, I've woken up and it's quite misty outside at the moment. It rained on and off overnight, but it wasn't bad. There was a fair bit of breeze, quite gusty at times, but yeah, it wasn't a bad sleep. So I've just finished making my breakfast. I've made porridge and I've got a cup of coffee. Cheers. You can just see now that the mist's starting to lift, starting to get a glimpse down into the valley. So I'm all packed up. All I've got to do now is take down the tent, put that in my rucksack and get on. The wind's dropped from overnight, which is great, which will make taking the tent down a lot easier. As a result though, the midges are swarming, so I'm going to get on and get away from the midges. As the mist cleared, the view across to Courtly Spout revealed itself. I couldn't have asked for a better place to camp. So I'm just heading back to the main path now, and once I pick up the main path we'll start heading north through the Howgills and make our way over to Ravenstonedale. With the overnight rain clearing the air, views to the south were amazing. I headed along the main path to the Calf, the bulk of the climbing having been done the night before. We're on top of the Calf in the Howgills. This is at 676 metres, I believe. What a view! I headed north through the Howgills, enjoying the peace and tranquility. So the sun's come out now, it's getting quite warm. I've just stopped to take off my fleece. If it carries on, the sun, I'll probably be in shorts soon as well. Anyway, we're going to keep going down and along this valley, which is absolutely magnificent. So I'm just heading down now to the start of the path, which will take me up to Randygill Top. I don't make these names up. As you can see, looks quite a challenge, and it might be quite breezy on the top, but I'm looking forward to it. climb was steep and relentless. With a full rucksack and a day's walking in my legs already, starting to feel it. After a few false summits, the path eventually levelled out and I could finally see the summit. I was glad to get to the top of this one. Well, we've just made it to the top of Howgills top, and as you can tell it's quite blustery up here. But it has got warmer, so I've got my shorts on now. Behind me you can see Wild Boar Fell, and I'll just spin you around. You might be able to make out Ingleby on one side, and then we've got the whole of the Howgills range there. With all the major climbing now done, I could just relax and take in the views on the descent down to Ravenstonedale. So we're really now starting to leave the Howgills behind us, and if I just spin you around, you can start to see the Eden Valley up ahead, where we're heading next. To the east, Wild Boar Fell and Malastang Edge were clearly visible. The weather was amazing. Up ahead, the small village of Ravenstonedale was becoming visible, and the Howgills were now in the rearview mirror. They would provide the perfect backdrop for the next phase of the walk. I made my way through the peaceful village of Ravenstonedale. There were plenty of things here to capture my interest. Leaving Ravenstonedale, I headed across the fields towards Smardale, where a hidden gem was waiting for me. I crossed Smardale Bridge, an 18th century packhorse bridge, and climbed up the other side of the valley. These concrete fence posts gave a clue to what was coming next. I dropped down onto the old Smardale railway line and walked along the track bed. So we're currently on Smardale Viaduct, which is part of a railway that went from T-Bay all the way to near Bernard Castle. This just is absolutely amazing, just absolutely gorgeous piece of architecture. To think that it was all built by hand. It's just incredible. I could have stayed marvelling at the viaduct for hours, but I had a train to catch and I needed to get on. I used the bench as a welcome excuse to have a rest. The view across to Great Dunfell and Crossfell too hard to resist. So I've just climbed down into the field that I was looking over at the view, just to see if I could see this viaduct. This is on the Settle Carlisle line and it's just crossed the railway line when I was walking along. So here we are, we've finally made it. We're at Kirby Stephen Station. It's been a great couple of days walking. I've really enjoyed myself and I hope you have too. Until the next time, take care.